All right, Seth, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
We're gonna vlog our camping trip.
Okay.
Yep. So, we're going camping on the river on a section of the Florida Trail for one night.
One night.
I don't know if it qualifies as backpacking or not. We have to move all our stuff in a couple miles, but...
Well, seeing how this is the first time that we've done this together, and we've only discussed this today, put everything together today, in a matter of less than 5 hours. So...
something like that.
Whether we survive this camping trip or not, we're going to find out. And do we turn here?
I think up there.
Yeah.
But, well, there's also Hurricane Ian, which is only a couple 100 miles away.
True.
So it's also very windy. We'll see if our tents even make it tonight.
Yes. But if things continue as they have today, or actually yesterday, it has not rained. So with any luck, we'll not get rained on. So I guess that's the upside.
That would be really nice. So,
of course, then there's the downside of we're carrying everything that we're going to need for a couple miles. So our backpacks are quite heavy. Jesse's more prepared because he has an actual backpacking backpack. I don't. So everything that I need is I stuffed into one backpack, and I have a lot of stuff hanging on the outside of that one backpack.
it's comical almost.
Yeah, it is kind of funny. So maybe when we get to where we're going, we'll show you Jesse's and mine.
Yep.
And then y'all can compare, and
because we're by no means backpackers, so we just kind of threw together what we had.
Yeah, so basically This is amateur backpacking 101.
Yep. So we'll let you know when we get there. All right, we made it to the trailhead, and check Seth's pack out.
See?
Do the spin. Oh yes, turtle back.
Yes. Right now it's not too bad. It is quite heavy, but seeing how everything is kind of on the outside and everywhere, I don't know how long it'll take before it gets uncomfortable, but I can assure you it will get uncomfortable.
How much do you reckon your stuff weighs?
Probably maybe 20, 25 pounds, if I'm just guessing, because it really is not that heavy. It's just right now it's awkward because inside the backpack is mainly my sleeping bag. Now I tried to roll it up as tight as I could, but I rolled up a pillow inside of it because I'm going to be sleeping on the hard ground as it is, so a pillow would be nice. But anyway, so at the very bottom are a few canned goods, which will be supper tonight and part of breakfast in the morning. Then everything else is on the outside. As you can see, there's my tent, and yes, that is a lunch bag right there that has the rest of my food. And the green satchel that has my mess kit, a very small first aid kit, a little cup / bowl, which will be my eating dish and cup when we have coffee in the morning, because if you're gonna go camping, you have to have coffee. That's like one of the essential necessities. But anyway, it also has lighter in case we need to start a fire or anything like that, and what else? That's mainly about it. And well, what else is there that I didn't mention?
I don't know. You got a couple bottles of water.
Oh, yeah, water, since we're toting everything.
Yep.
And that's about it.
Yep.
Yeah. Jesse's, however, looks pretty good. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but it looks really good.
I'll go over my pack breakdown whenever we get to camp.
Yeah.
Mine is...
Right now we are at the beginnings of, what's this trail, Jesse?
This is the Florida Scenic Trail.
Yeah, one of the get-on points of the Florida Scenic Trail, which starts way down in, does it start at the Everglades or at Lake Okeechobee?
Starts at Big Cypress.
Big Cypress. Yeah, that's way down
South.
south.
I think that's south.
Yeah. Right now we are in north central Florida at White Springs, Florida. We are roughly about, what, less than 20 miles from the Georgia state line.
Something like that.
Yeah,
we're pretty close.
Probably between 10 and 15 miles from the Georgia state line. Right now we are going to be going along the Swanee River, right?
Yep, Swanee River.
Yeah. We're only going a few miles because that's probably about as much as we can take.
Probably.
Seeing how well equipped we are. But we're probably going to video what we see. We hiked this trail once before. It's a really nice trail, pretty easily. Some really beautiful things to see on this trail. So we'll show you snippets of that and any mischief or mishaps that we get into on the way.
Yep.
So I guess we'll go ahead and get started.
So this is Bell Springs. Not much to it, just a little run in the middle of the river.
With a fairly nice bridge right over it.
Yep, and we get to walk across and see the orange blazes. Those mark the Florida Trail. And of course I'm going the wrong way. But here we go, heading towards the river. Be there in just a second.
There's Swanee.
Here's our first glimpses of the Swanee through the trees.
Has quite a lot of foam.
Yeah, it's pretty high right now. Not like super high, not flooded, but we'll take a little offshoot down here. The black waters of the Swanee River. Nice white sand beach. There's, in the midst of all this foam over here, is the exit of the spring, Bell Springs.
There's even a little bit of a fall right here.
A little bit of a waterfall. Cypress trees. Just take in the beauty.
So,
And then there's Seth.
yeah, there's me. Not a whole bunch to look at.
Nope.
You still recording?
Yep.
Yeah. So, as of right now, the river is kind of flowing a little bit towards the north. This is where it loops around from the south, kind of runs west a little bit, loops back north to loop around all of Swanee County to continue on south.
Yep.
So currently we are in Columbia County, Florida. On that side is Hamilton County, Florida.
Yep.
So as of right now, not too exciting. Yeah. So
if you follow the river upriver, you end up in the Okefenokee Swamp in Georgia. And if you follow the river downriver, you'd end up in the town of Swanee at the Gulf of Mexico.
the place we are camping tonight is Big Shoals, right?
We are on the opposite side of the river as Big Shoals State Park.
Yeah. So, but we are camping at the shoals, right?
Roughly.
Roughly.
Somewhere around there.
So, I don't know if we'll be able to see the shoals or not, seeing how that the river is a bit up, but hopefully we will. So that'll be pretty neat.
All right, let's keep going down the trail, Seth.
Yeah. Right now.
Seth's complaining up there because his backpack got heavy going up this hill, which is a pretty steep hill. I'm not gonna lie. Seth made it to the top.
It! Woo!
All right, to the left. Follow the orange blaze. Bridge number 2. Little
2x4s.
kind of swampy.
Bolted to a bunch of 2x6s.
You just gotta stop and take it all in sometimes.
Yeah.
River down there, down the gully. Palmetto bushes, pine trees, oak trees, sparkleberry trees, just greens and browns and oranges, and not very many places in the country where you can get this much variety in one place.
No, I must say there's not. Alright, so we've just hiked roughly about a quarter of a mile on the trail so far, and just thought we'd stop and give you what the weather is like on the Suwannee River in Florida right now. It is overcast, as you can see, and windy. It's about 72 degrees right now. It actually feels really nice compared to earlier this week and last week. It was in the low mid 90s every day, very humid. Right now the humidity is about 49%, which is a very huge relief to us. So right now we're kind of in a swampy area on the river. As you can see right here, you can see where some water's run off, so it's kind of marshy, muddy, so hotbed for mosquitoes. But with it being cooler and we're riding the tail of Hurricane Ian, there aren't really any mosquitoes, so it should be really nice when we stop and camp for the night. The weather will be nice. We won't be sweltering in the heat. Let's just hope that it won't be too windy when we go to set up our tents, so they won't blow away, and hopefully we will be able to start a fire. So we'll continue on the trail. As you can see, watch your step, Jesse, so you don't lose your step.
Yep.
And river's moving quite quickly here.
All right, we're at a little creek,
Yeah.
and you might hear we're actually coming up on a waterfall. This little creek here dumps out into the Suwannee. So let's try and get you a glimpse here of the waterfall.
Not too terribly big for a waterfall, but for this part of Florida, it's a big waterfall.
Yep. It's pretty sizable for us flatlanders.
Yeah.
It's not too often also that you see brown water going over a waterfall.
No, that is true. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer.
Yeah, we might be able to get a better view.
Of course, it should be a doozy with our backpacks on too, so.
Yeah. Here's a nice spot.
Now, as you can see, we could go down and get a whole lot closer, but we might fall getting down. And if we do get down there in one piece, we might not be able to get back up.
Yeah. I don't know, it's tempting to go down there without the backpack on.
That is true. Okay, so Jesse has decided to take his backpack off, and right now he is attempting to go down and get closer to the falls. Whether he will fall on his way down to the fall, that's only to see. And he made it. I would be down there right now, but yeah, I think I'll come on down. So you're all gonna watch me take this thing off. It might be funny, it might not. Oh, and got it. Okay, so here we go.
All right, hand me the camera. Pull up here. What would you say how tall that is? Maybe 8 foot? 6 foot?
About 6.
I think about 6, yeah. And down there is more of the creek. Down there, eventually it runs into the river. I'm just gonna stand here and enjoy it.
little island out in the middle there is pretty neat though.
Yeah, it is a neat island.
Here it goes. That's pretty sturdy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I have like no balance, so. Oh. Okay. But more mosquito breeding ground.
That is true.
The mosquitoes are so bad in this part of the woods. I've literally been ran out of here before in the middle of the summer. They're horrendous.
And for those who do live up north, I know that y'all have bigger mosquitoes. And maybe some places y'all have a lot, but in Florida, we have mosquitoes by the zillions. And no matter what you do, no matter what you put on,
They don't care.
They don't care. They will get you.
Yeah. They laugh at thermocells in the summer.
And bug spray, it might work, it might not.
Yeah.
Most likely,
No.
it'll wear off in about an hour and they'll still get you.
Yep.
So, I don't want to hear anything about, oh, mosquitoes are much worse up north. Welcome to the subtropics, people.
So in a minute here, we're coming up on that same creek with the waterfall, just up the creek from it. But we're actually coming upon the Bridge of Doom, and wow, it looks a lot higher than last time we were here. Maybe. I don't know. I guess the bridge will tell us. Hopefully it's still there. It was pretty sketchy.
The problem with this black water is you can't really tell how deep it is.
Or what's in it.
Or what's in it either, yeah.
And, yeah. It looks kind of like Alice in Wonderland kind of stuff, or something you'd see in The Lord of the Rings, or Harry Potter, you know.
Where is it?
Uh-oh.
Was there a bridge?
Yeah.
Or did we have to actually... Wait, we had to ford it, didn't we?
No. We had a bridge.
Well, there's trail markers, but there's no bridge.
Uh-oh. I really don't want to ford this thing.
So there's not really...
Anywhere to. Because it doesn't really look shallow. Man. Because it seems like the bridge was right there. There's trail markers on that side, trail markers on this side, trail markers there. Man, did our bridge get washed out? You see anything up there? I bet it got washed out.
Yeah.
That or we haven't gone far enough, but I'm pretty sure that's where the bridge was. Well, that's not really a way across.
No. Not without getting our feet wet.
I'm not really up for getting our feet wet. Doesn't look like there's much that way either. I don't remember anything the other bay way back from where we came either.
I seem to remember that we had to cross some part of water, and there was no bridge. It was just shallow enough that we could just, you know, kind of hop it.
You sure?
Seems like it.
I don't know. Whatever we do have to remember we got to go back across tomorrow.
Yeah.
That or take a long way around, which there is a long way around. Pretty sure right where this rock is here is where that bridge was. All right, well, Seth and I here.
Hang on. Maybe we can cross right here.
Oh, Seth might have found a possibility. I hope so.
This log here is across. It's gonna be tricky.
I mean, if nothing else, I can turn the camera off and we can do it the embarrassing way.
Okay, so I'm going to attempt to cross on this.
Do we have a
log.
long stick that we can, like...
Use to balance ourselves?
Yeah.
That would be helpful.
All right.
Let's see if we can find it. Yeah.
Let's come up with something here. So as you can probably tell, I fell in. Wasn't very much fun. Seth stayed dry.
But
I lost my
must
balance.
say, Jesse was so close into making it back that, I don't know. At least it's one of those mishaps and adventures to expect on a camping site.
Our first glimpse at the shoals.
Yeah. Pretty beautiful, especially from this point of view.
Yeah, they are. This is really neat. All right. Well, here's the shoals. We made it. They're doing their thing.
Party?
And yeah, it's a nice sight. Got a nice breeze going on right now. Water's flowing good. It's a pretty good drop over there if you can't tell.
Yeah.
You-
Especially up there.
Yeah, there's like a bulge. Like right. Nope. Like right up under my finger. But it's nice. It'll be nicer when I dry out. So we're at the shoals. And we've made it to a camping area. I think there's another one that's a little bit nicer if we keep going.
Yeah.
So we'll probably go try and find that one. No swimming, just in case you didn't know. Because of alligators, not because of the shoals.
And I don't know if you saw it, but somebody took a shot at this time. There's 1, 2, 3 bullet holes in it. That's a thing here in Florida. People shooting at signs, especially stop signs.
Oh. Found a mosquito.
Oh.
So, or a mosquito found me. Not a bad area, but let's keep going and see what we find. We can always come back.
Yeah. It would be pretty nice to sleep here listening to the shoals.
Yeah.
It would probably get pretty noisy though.
And there is quite a bit of standing water like right here, so it's probably not going to be good for mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Onward ho! In case you were doubting how serious those rapids are up there, those shoals, you know, if you're not supposed to take a canoe over them, they're pretty bad.
Yeah.
All right, we're back at that first camping spot that we saw with the, you know, the shot up alligator sign. Looks like this will be home for tonight, so we're gonna unpack and
Set up tent.
yep, set up tents.
Maybe we'll be done in enough time for some supper.
Well, I'm getting supper tonight. It might be 10 o'clock, but I'm getting supper.
Yep. Ugh, man, that thing got really heavy.
Yep. And the wind seems to have died down right now.
Yeah, so that's nice.
Steph's over here working on our fire, getting it going. We're just gonna have a little one tonight, and that way maybe I can dry out my boots a little bit better. I took my feet out of them for a minute and out of the socks, and it felt great, but the problem was I had to put my boots back on and the socks back on. So it's all right.
So far, only the pine straw is wanting to burn.
Yeah. Well, let's see if Steph can figure out how to get a good fire going. Would you like to explain our food situation?
Okay, so we realized that, Jesse probably already logged this, but he forgot the propane for his kit, for his little camping stove, and the pots. So, and we decided to just cook things on fire. Then we realized we couldn't find a flat stone to use as a stove. So we found a relatively flat piece of wood, put it next to the fire, and voila, we have our stove. Jesse is cooking up a can of soup and ramen noodles. I am heating up a can of pork and beans.
Yep. So
we just put it on. We're hoping that this will work because we're both hungry.
that, and you know, slowly our stove is burning away. Well, I'm in my tent now. It is time to go to bed. It's only about 9 o'clock, but it's dark, fire's out. Time to go to bed. Good morning. Steph's over here making coffee.
Just getting ready to put the French press in.
Yep. And we can see how good Steph's campfire coffee is. The river is beautiful as ever this morning. It's flowing away, doing its thing. So right now what I'm doing is just a little bit of reconnaissance to explore the trails a little bit more. This trail is weird because there's multiple different routes. It's almost as if they let a pack of Boy Scouts free in here and they just whacked every deer trail that was around. But I'm actually quite a good distance from the campsite now. So we'll see where we end up. I was hoping to find an alternate around a place where the bridge was out yesterday. I don't think I'm going to, but I'll see. Well, I made it back to the Creek of Doom. I did not find an alternate route, which is very disappointing. Well, our campsite's all cleaned up. We're about to hit the road. Trail actually. Head back to the car and call our camping trip finished. Time to squeeze through the hole. Not too bad. Alright, we're on our way home. We made it back out alive. Pretty uneventful overall on the hike out. So we'll catch you next time. Seth, you have any words?
No, not really. I mean, we survived, as y'all can see. As Jesse said, nothing too significant happened other than Jesse getting wet yesterday.
Yeah, that was eventful. Unfortunately, we did not record that part.
No.
Or maybe fortunately, that way I don't have to be embarrassed.
That is a good point. But seeing how we just told everybody
That's
about
true.
it.
Maybe a longer arm.
Yeah.
All right.